Hi, I'm Alden, and I'm a student of Twin Flame Ascension School and Life Purpose class with Jeff and Shalia. And today I have a Twin Flame Union reading for you, especially for the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse, plus new moon in Sagittarius. And so yeah, the total solar eclipse is always going to happen with the new moon when the moon and the sun meet in the same sign, which in this case is Sagittarius. And going along with Sagittarius is also Mercury, the planet that rules communication. So themes around communicating about like your spirituality, higher truths, and communicating in a worldly way, like a way that really seeks to find that bridge to heaven. These are kinds of themes that can be going on, and this is really nice to look at how this relates to your twin flame journey as well. And because it's all about the ascension, and it is all about really seeking the truth, because the truth is that you're already in perfect union. So you're just really releasing resistance to that through the mirror exercise and essentially love. So with that being said, we can go ahead and dive into this reading, and I have 3 cards today. So the first card is from Eternal Crystals Oracle by Jade Sky. The second one is from Doreen Virtue's deck, Crystal Angels. And the third one is from Nature's Whispers deck, and that is by Angela Hartfield. And so I pulled cards from each of these decks to kind of represent a little bit of something different. And so we have one card to kind of focus on the chakras and clearing energy. And there's 2 crystal cards involved, but this one's a little bit more focused on that, where this one's more of an overarching message. And then we have a grounding message from here, which is related to nature, and I feel like that's generally going to be grounding for you. And another way to look at this is kind of past, present, future, and the future card is also going to speak to the Great Conjunction a little bit, and how this event, this astrological event, and how that upcoming event on the 21st kind of intertwine. And so the Great Conjunction is Saturn and Jupiter meeting in Aquarius, and both have, especially Saturn, has been in Capricorn for a while, aside from a little bit of time in Aquarius before it went retrograde. Well, then it went back, and then it went back into Capricorn. But enough of that. So let's pull over the cards. So we're going to start from left to right. And the first card that we have here is Hematite. And this is mental strength root chakra. So I'm getting a lot of grounding themed energy, especially with, setting the intention. Well, thinking overall energy, what do you really need right now to really hone in on your healing your twin flame union and harmonizing and purifying your vibration. And it's a combination of grounding, but also recognizing the pure brilliance of your mind when you do ground into the truth of God, and what that really means to you. What does it mean to you to surrender your mind to the divine and allow that energy to come through you, instead of trying to control and contrive or try to wrap your mind around something that you really want to be logical but isn't quite, or you really want to hold on to this idea that you're right about something. All these places where essentially there's resistance or control, some kind of patterning going on. So it does also take mental strength to really root down and to let go of some of those patterns sometimes, right? It really takes building up the truth of your mental strength, which is love, and really in the heart. The heart and the mind are not separate. So grounding all of that energy down and just, like looking at it from a very physical perspective too, this card can also represent just like making sure that you have what you need, like in your diet and in your physical environment, because there's a lot of fluctuating energy during the eclipse as well, and a lot of transformative energy. And so you really want to create a healthy balance in your physical body and also in your environment, so that you can really receive the benefits and also be able to kind of push through. There's a little bit of this energy where it's like maybe you want to rest, but there's probably things that you also want to get done, and really recognize if you actually do have the energy to do it, even though it might be a little uncomfortable. It might be a good time to just like go ahead and keep going, and still, find your balance and everything like that. But yeah, it's kind of this theme around the final push, and then break through some kind of transformation, and that can look so many different ways. But let's move on to the next card to find out more. So it's nice lapis lazuli too, kind of very like clearing to the third eye. And this card is, let's see, yellow jasper. This is control issues. So yeah, utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing that others may try to control you. It's a really good lead-in from the last card, and it really speaks to, yes, like your life purpose, your levels of abundance, your personal power, and then just overall control in general. So if you feel like there's something that could be like taken away from you, just really claim your power back there. Claim it back from any systems too that you think could be doing that. And that's not like the same as, I'm not trying to say like go against the system or something like that, right? It's just that your power is with the divine always. So that can, come through systems, absolutely. And it's important to also recognize how we are supported, in this world through many systems. Even just within your own body and your physical system, your own personal system. And then there's more shared systems, of course. So really though, like looking beyond that and looking to God, but at the same time allowing God to come through everything and everyone, and just choosing to recognize when that happens. And you can even say an affirmation to yourself like, God, show me, where to, like, show me what to do next, or I would like to receive a sign, today or tomorrow, or please show me when you're coming through, and I choose to be aware of where and who you come through from, and to receive your message, and to keep choosing love always. You can just come up with your own affirmation. I did come up with this just on the spot, from seeing this card. And if you like that, you can go ahead and repeat that yourself, but maybe you want to even write a couple down. And so sometimes, also this idea of control issues, it might be that you're trying to control because you're not actually controlling in a positive way, which could look like planning out your schedule more like organizing, right? Like divine order. And so that could be a part of taking back your power, and that comes to mind with even the possibility of writing down affirmations too, and just doing something that's a little bit structured for yourself that can help you through some times where your energy might be either scattered or feel like there's a different balance there. So structure is very good for that and helping you through. So let's move on to the last card. And the last card is make a decision. So this is just inviting you into life, basically, and into love. Is there anywhere in your consciousness where you're not quite all in? And this is just asking you to go deeper. It's not trying to like necessarily call you out like, you're not loving over here. Maybe that is the case, and maybe you need to be really gentle with yourself about it. And either way is fine, but either way, you do want to choose love and not like what's kind of naturally gonna get left behind. It doesn't mean that there's not like beauty there or something that you learned, you know, something wonderful, but you want to go towards what you're cultivating to begin with. So don't run away from what you're already cultivating because it's not quite working out yet the way that you expected it to, or you have to put more effort in, or you know, you have to stand up for your rights or something like that. I mean, all of this can be a peaceful process, and the mirror exercise again really helps with it. So this card is just about choosing love, but it's also inviting you into the decision that's already very clearly in front of you. And in terms of this speaking to the Great Conjunction, I feel like this speaks to a shift for you in being able to make a decision. This is also number 11, very much, you know, related to the twin flame journey. And so, yeah, it's like what's just naturally right on your path, just keep choosing it or just keep moving in the direction, but also expect things to shift and be open to receiving the shifts. Like it's basic law of attraction, you know, just because something hasn't been quite working out yet, like if you're really starting to feel that shift within, keep that up, like really nurture that feeling of positivity and purify your vibration there, you know, really give yourself what you need and allow like the whole change, like your whole kind of switching to a new vortex to really happen and take shape for you, and allow it to happen as quickly as is compassionately possible for you, right? Like you don't need to hurry, you don't need to rush, you don't need to work too hard, but at the same time, you know, be efficient. And like I said, give it that extra push if you can, you know, just to really take you through, to make sure that you're really loving whatever situation you are in and feeling called to put your effort into to its fullest. Just don't be afraid to invest your whole self and to share your whole self. And sometimes sharing your whole self actually means minimalizing what you're sharing too in some ways, just like feeling really good about what you're sharing and not holding back, right? Striking that balance and finding that set point within. And when you find these set points, it helps you to make that, keep on making that decision that moves you towards more life and expansion that is eternal expansion because it's based in peace. So with that being said, that's going to conclude this solar eclipse reading. So I hope you just enjoy the whole energy going on with the astrological event, and make sure that you hit that subscribe button below, like the video. There's just lots of other amazing creators who are students of Jeff and Shalia's on this channel, so I encourage you to check all of that out. And if you would like to work with me or learn more, then you can also check out my website below too. So yeah, take care, have a wonderful eclipse season going into the Great Conjunction, and I will see you next time. Bye.